Alright guys, welcome back to Satisfactory. We are on episode, episode 10. Last time in the last episode we got all the batteries taken care of, and in this episode we had talked about coming over here and cleaning up downstairs below the, dog's running around. Cleaning up below the coal generators that I've got going on here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to clean this whole area up, and we're going to get ready for putting some blenders in here and bringing in that nitrogen gas back from like episode 6 or 7, and we're going to start making radio control units and heat sinks upstairs. So let's get ready and get that done, and let me go ahead and get this all cleaned up real quick. Alright, so got the area all cleaned up down here. We have very successfully made our water situation here for the coal generators a lot more efficient. I don't actually know why I originally put so many pumps in play back here from when you were first looking. I literally think I had like 8 pumps when you only really need 4. Since the coal generators only take 45 per node and there's 8 in a row on this one side, so 4 definitely does it with a quick little buffer unit right here. And we went ahead and on the other side, this side was really messy as well. And so I pretty much kind of copied the same thing. The big difference is we've got our 2 coal lines coming in here, and then they split. So there's a bit of a space here. And then I did put these coal intakes up on the top. They used to be down here on the bottom. I kind of thought about doing it for this one, but I was like, screw it, not necessary. I did do it on this side. And now that we've got the Mach 5 belts, the 720s, we can literally run one line in and just continue on through here using Mach 2 belts as controls, and then bring it across. Whereas over here on this side, I have not done that. My OCD is telling me I probably should do that, so we might go ahead and do that, where I'll go ahead and run this belt line straight through to here. This way it's not all separate like this, and kind of cleans up this little mess here. But for now, let's move on to what we're doing. Radio control units and heat sinks. So heat sinks will need to be manufactured upstairs in the assembly, and then our radio control units will be manufactured right here. Our cooling systems, I'm saying radio control units because that's what I have been needing to make with the oscillators, which we will get to as well, which is the end product of what our goal is here. But we need the cooling system as well. So we're going to get that done because the cooling system ends up playing a big part in the turbo motor. So one way or another, radio control units is our goal, as well as turbo motors. So this is kind of a dual purpose. Let's see if we can get both done in this episode. If not, we'll get one or the other done. So right now we've got our blender here. We need heat sinks, rubber, and water and nitrogen gas. Our nitrogen gas is right here at the gantry that we made all the way back there before. So I'll probably clean that up and get it piped in right here. I believe what I'm thinking of doing is, this is 6 per minute for these guys. So I believe I can get, I need motors, but I'm going to get one more right here before this terrain probably messes up my design, or I've got to kick this over one tile. But what we'll do is we'll get 3 here, which is simple math talks. Yep, 6 times 3, so 18, obviously. Sometimes I just can't think when I'm thinking about it as a whole, because there's so many little parts to do in this game, as you guys absolutely know and love with Satisfactory. So we're going to have 18 parts per minute coming out of here, but we do not have our heat sinks going. So we're going to need to go upstairs and get the heat sinks going as well to get those down here. Our train stations are right above us, and we'll be able to pipe in that rubber pretty efficiently, and we'll be good from there. Whoop, crazy dogs going on in the background again. But yeah, let's start. Let's see how far we get here, and I will show you guys what we come up with. Alright guys, it is done. I have successfully got our cooling systems online, and for the life of me in the last video segment I realized this was a milestone project. That's why we were doing this, and it is double-sided, because now we got to go work on the fuse cubes. But let's take a look at what we've got going on here. We've got 3 blenders, all piped plumb, running good with the rubber, and we went upstairs and we also got the heat sinks coming down upstairs from the assemblers area. So let's go and ascend up there and take a look, as well as my OCD kicked in and I started cementing everything. So it is now a giant concrete jungle here at the not so much Death Star that I've been calling it, at the main starter base, if you will. So we've been Getting ready, cleaning up some stuff here. I've been putting some stuff into the awesome sink. This whole area is slated to be more assemblers, since I did successfully get this side of the assemblers working. So now what we've got over here is we've got our heat sinks coming in. We've got our rubber and our aluminum clad sheets coming in right here. We've got our one line going out. I've got just enough room to set up another set of assemblers right here, and where I could start over there, and we'd be able to bring in you know, 2 products from the top here, or another 2 products from right here, for ease of keeping things nice and save. For ease of keeping things all nice and clean, we would most likely come in right here on these 2 and bring our belts across. So what would probably happen at that point is you get 2 products going left and 2 products going right. That gives you 2 clusters of 6, and or, you know, maybe I want to pump out enough here that I actually just bring 2 lines in and get both of these pumping out the same product. At the end of the day, these 2 products are actually coming right off the train station, and this one, the rubber does go into the storage room, so this is split. And then so I put this buffers here on purpose just to kind of mitigate when the train unloads and loads in case demand is high. But to be completely honest, these guys are only calling 30 per minute for both the rubber and the aluminum casing. So even if the train was unloading and if I would have went straight into loading these guys, I don't think it was ever going to be a problem. But we went ahead and did it anyways. It looks nicer. I could also grab from them if I ever absolutely have to. It's not sacrificing any build space. This one slot here is usually available anyways. So yeah, it's getting pretty busy in here, but it's looking very factory-like. It's pretty cool. So unfortunately, these signs down here mean nothing now, since in fact these mergers would be full of mergers in this lane as well as we start to build more assemblers here, which is pretty cool because we can actually turn this in from our ramps here above. These can actually turn into glass flooring, and we could come out, you know, this way here and just kind of come all the way across down the center. Even though it's nice that you can attach. Oh goodness, I pressed the wrong thing there. It's nice that we can attach right where these guys are. So you see that there. Now we've actually got a nice center, even though this isn't. This is like right on top of this line here, so it's not in line with this, but it's right on top, and you'd be able to look down at all the products underneath, which would be pretty cool, actually, in my opinion. So we'd be able to walk, and then I could just put rails, new rails here. So in time, we'll go ahead and we'll just upgrade this to the glass floors, but for now, and then that will match. But for now, we'll leave it until I actually get some more assemblers going on here. I don't know if I will go left or if I will do the right, but yeah, that's what we got going on. So we got our heat sinks going down, and now we need to, like I said, we need to work on fused cubes. So let's go up to the next floor, and this is our belting area for the manufacturing floor, and this is all of our space that we have to work with. As you can see, it's pretty much emptied out, and then we've got our first set of manufacturers here building our heavy modular frames, getting ready for these fused cubes. I do not remember what we need for the fused cube, so let's take a look at what we need. Oh, this fused cube's not in a manufacturer. Say what? Really? What are you in? Okay. Well, interesting. Oh, I don't recall it being Blender. Alright, so grabbing some aluminum clad plates there is worked out, or not clay. Oh shit. It is blenders. Oh, that's right. This is the nitrogen gas. This is originally why we brought the nitrogen gas over. So it just happened to be that I killed 2 birds, 1 stone with the cooling systems that we needed anyways downstairs on the lower levels. So, okay. Heavy modular frames and aluminum casings. And nitrogen gas. So we've already got our nitrogen gas downstairs. We've got the aluminum casings at the train station, but we have our heavy modulars upstairs. Oh boy, so I can either finish plumbing these aluminum casings up to the manufacturing floor, which honestly is just right here. So now we've got 2 parts right here. So the only thing I would have to do is plumb in nitrogen gas from the floor, which in all honesty is not that big of a deal, because we could use the pole in the center and do something kind of cool where I could probably run the pipe back behind this wall until I got to about here, and then run the pipe through here, through this wall right here using piped holes, and then up to the manufacturing floor right here through this corner. So we'd be able to get everything in here that I need to, and even if I had to, you know, I can use my crazy overlapping clipping belt floor. All this will be closed up at some point when we're all done belt feeding the storage room and we are done with the factory, and close it all up and make it nice. You'll never even see this stuff. How cool. So, alright, let me work on some logistics for that. I didn't want to put blenders up here, but let me lay a couple things out and let's take a look. Alright, so last place we left off, I was going to lay some stuff out. I ended up definitely laying stuff out. I have 100% set up the blenders, and we've got our heavy fused modular frames fully operational now. We piped up the gas, and we've done some additional stuff. So, truth be told, it's been a while since I've been on here, and we are now on update 8. So, I logged back in, kind of figured out where I left off in this episode, and here we are. So, this episode will continue into update 8. And basically, I'm just going to show off these blenders, because then I'm going to start episode 11 for the next big plan that I kind of already started, just to fix some stuff, but we'll go over that in the next episode. But just to wrap up this episode here on episode 10, yeah, we've got our cubes and everything all plumbed and piped in. We've got our modular frames and cooling system going in over here. Our rubber and aluminum casings making the heat sinks, which then pipes back in over there. Got our gas coming in, kind of like I described. Ended up working perfect through here. Looks pretty good. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up episode 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, as always, you guys want to see some of this progress now that update 8 is out. I was kind of waiting for that, so we will progress in this world and continue building. Graphics look amazing. But yeah, I'll be over on twitch.tv/MrToX M8 if you want to come hang out, chat, and watch as I build live and kind of my thoughts otherwise. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, that like button, all the good stuff. It helps out tremendously. For now, that's it. I will catch you in the next one.